Hello, is the Sinister Gambino here with a new stream. And in this stream, I'm going to be doing my Reddit Online Event Week stream for this week, and I think even 2 weeks for Reddit Online. So yeah, believe it or not, this current event week going on right now appears to be for 2 weeks compared to the typical 1 week. But yeah, there's a lot of bounty hunter stuff clearly going on for the event. Obviously off the newswire and also what I've put for the title and the spectator. But yeah, featured series for the week apparently is just a bunch of modes in Saint Denis for whatever reason, or however it's pronounced or whatever, which includes the overrun mode and more. So as long as something takes place in Saint Denis, it's gonna be in the featured series pretty much. So quite an interesting featured series for sure, because at least the way they do it in this kind of sense, they can have a lot of freedom with the modes, whereas a lot of the other featured series they do, they're limited to one mode just with multiple different maps. So I definitely think it's quite the nice new approach they want here, doing it at a certain location with multiple different modes. It's quite a cool way to go about it, I would say, for this event week. But yeah, before I go any further, I'll be making my party, of course. Since for whatever reason, there's no invite-only lobbies, still. Almost 2 years in the game, I would think, if I remember right. So yeah, while loading here, I'll make sure my audio is working well. Yeah, hopefully I can get to it. Alright, good, my audio is working fine. But yeah, while this loads in, I might as well talk about like the title and my spectators, stuff like that. So yeah, main thing going on for the event week for money opportunities is going to be like 1.5 times RDO money for legendary bounties. It also includes roll XP as well, as I put in the title. As a spectator. Why? Why is it having problems right now? So, while it tries again, I guess. While it tries again, I guess, the main thing going on, as I mentioned, is 1.5 times RDO money and roll XP on legendary bounties. And then Mrs. Spectator, there's a RDO money $100 bounty hunter rank up reward, which is probably the most accessible between the free opportunities with the bounty hunter right now. There's another one that's RDO $200, I believe, for new players, so people who get their bounty hunter license this week. However, I believe it's a normal price bounty hunter license for the week, so you will be having to pay the normal 15 gold bars in order to get the bounty hunter license. But if you do want to do that this week, if you have not got one before, then you will get RDO $200 bonus. And then there's also ones for veteran players who have already reached rank 20 on the bounty hunter, where you get a treasure map and 10 volatile dynamites, I think. Yeah, I'll talk a little more about those, of course, later. At least if this game can load in, that is. And 40% off sniper rifles is probably the best discount going on for the event. And then of course there's more. And this thing better load in. So yeah, on the left, of course, is confirmation on the 50% bonus RDO money roll XP on legendary bounty missions. And on the right, it's bounty hunter rewards. But yeah, as I was talking about, and as I listed on the message spectator, there's other variations, kind of the, like, theme for ranking up. So the only way you're not going to be able to do the one on MSS Spectator, which is already a $100 Bounty Hunter rank up reward, is obviously if you maxed out the Bounty Hunter. That's the only way you will not be able to do that one. If you're a new player, you're going to be able to do that, of course, and players who already have the Bounty Hunter and need to go on to their next rank, it's going to be just as easy for both of those people to get that one. Okay, all people who rank up will get the $100 reward. As I mentioned, veterans, aka people who already have rank 20 on the Bounty Hunter, will receive a treasure map and 10 sticks of volatile dynamite. And I definitely think that's the most value between all of them, or second most value at least. The new player one might be the best one, obviously, because it's probably the least easiest to be a new player to the Bounty Hunter reward for sure. But yeah, everyone except veteran players can get the $100, of course. Veteran players who have rank 20 as of this event week before it started or whatever will get the treasure map, 10-6 volatile dynamite. So basically you don't have to do anything, probably aside for logging it in, I would imagine, in that case. But yeah, you're actually getting better value than the people who can only do the ranking up for the week. But yeah, you're probably getting better value than the $100 reward for sure. Because treasure maps can be known for having a little over $100 for their reward. I don't know if the treasure maps can go over $200 sometimes. But yeah, you'll probably get over $100 on the treasure map, I would imagine. So you are getting more value if you're a veteran player who already has rank 20 Bounty Hunter. And 10-6 of Volatile Dynamite. Not sure what the value would be on Volatile Dynamite, but still definitely quite nice for sure. And then also with the treasure map, you can get like at least around a single gold bar, I'm pretty sure. And every gold bar is $25, so you're kind of getting $25 worth of a single gold bar, most likely as well, for you veteran players who have rank 20. And it doesn't mention the one for the new players on there for some reason. But yeah, as I mentioned, people who get their bounty license for the next 2 weeks between the 14th and the 27th of July will get a $200 reward. So basically double the reward for people who just simply rank up the bounty hunter, which are those who are either not maxed out or not new. However, you probably can be new and also get a rank up, so yeah, if you're a new player, you can get the 200 and the 100, I'm pretty sure, for a total of 300. So as I mentioned, the ones who will luck out the most are obviously going to be new players. A really huge complaint with a lot of like cool things they do. But yeah, a huge complaint with like a lot of like cool stuff that Rockstar does when it comes to giving money and stuff like that is that like a lot of the times the veteran players are the ones that are usually screwed, which is true because obviously a lot of stuff is going to be aimed towards newer players. So yeah, it's definitely a really nice, like, new little thing that they did here, like, including the veteran players who already maxed out on the role. It's not really something they've done before, so it's definitely nice that they're giving appreciation to those people for sure. As well as the newcomers, obviously, and the people who are in progress of getting rank 20 on the role. So basically, no matter like what kind of player you are, you're going to benefit this time around compared to other times. Very cool, for sure. But yeah, this is the 40% off sniper rifles, confirmation on that. For the Carcano and Rolling Block rifles, since those are the only two snipers in the game. And then there's also 40% off machetes. And it does include the Gila machete with the collector roll, which is quite nice. However, that one's in gold bars, so You kind of benefit more with the gold bar one for sure, since obviously it's also gold bars. But still, is it really that much of a discount if it's gold bars? I don't entirely know. Okay, this one's literally just the same thing, but they swapped. That's quite funny. Alright. And again, I think these are all like the same thing as well. Again, it doesn't talk at all about the new player one, maybe because obviously I'm not someone who doesn't have a bounty hunter license. For people who don't have the license, it might tell you about the $200 thing as well. But regardless, you can find information on that on the Rockstar Newswire. Alright. Actually, this seems to be a single, like, week event week. Some things are actually going for 2 event weeks, but the 50% money and XP is actually going until July 20th. So yeah, the money opportunity is a single week. However, a lot of the bounty hunter, like, reward things going on right now is for 2 weeks, it seems. And yeah, discounts as well go to July 20th, it seems. So I think the only thing that's more than the single week, more than a single typical week, is the like money stuff with the bounty hunter, as I've been mentioning, which has probably been the stuff I've been talking about the most so far. And then yeah, there's 40% off select coats, all skirts, caps, and more, which includes the bison duster coat, sheep's wool jacket, and more. See, a lot of the time limited clothing for the week is actually like winter coats, it seems to be the theme. That's definitely quite nice, I guess. But yeah, there's also 40% off single and double bandoliers. Not entirely sure what the difference is, but whatever. Maybe the double ones are the ones that allow you to dual wield or something? I don't entirely know. Yes, still, those are some quite nice discounts for sure. But yeah, it doesn't seem they're going to mention all the time limited clothing, so I will mention all of it if the other one or whatever doesn't have all the items. And then they just swap there, it seems. Alright. So for the rest of the time limited clothing, there's also the leather duster, the Tempest coat, Hagen coat, Rancha coat, Dunaway coat, Baller jacket, Durham coat, Finley jacket, Kinched jacket, and Rape's fringe coat. Those are all the options that are on the newswire, but are not mentioned on the like benefits section. So do you know there's more than just those 2 like time limited clothings right now? And aside for like the weekly collection, I believe that's it. So I believe I only have the weekly collection to go over now. Alright, yes, only a weekly collection we'll have to go over.
Howdy. Welcome back.
Alright, weekly collection for the week is apparently the whiskey collection, which sounds like it's pretty much going to be entirely antique alcohol bottles, or at least mostly antique alcohol bottles, most likely. Alright, yeah. Every single like item in this one's a whiskey of some kind, which are all in the antique alcohol bottle section. So So this definitely makes it one of the better, like, this definitely makes it one of the better weekly collections. As I say every other event week, the weekly collections are not honestly really that worth it, because you might as well go full collections. And there's also maps on the internet, obviously on like Google and like YouTube, stuff like that, obviously, that like have like that are very like credible. Obviously, they're very credible with like their locations. But yeah, I believe the locations for collectibles, I believe, changes around like the evening PST time, I believe, every single day. So around like evening time, Pacific Standard Time, whatever. At least for me, that's one they change. And obviously, for whatever that is for your time zone, that's one they would change as well. But yeah, the fact it's all from one like full collector set, you can kind of go for the full antique alcohol bottle set, as well as going for the small weekly collections at the same time. Which is why it's really great when they go for only one full like collection set for the free items you need for a weekly collection. And the good thing about antique alcohol bottles as well, I'm pretty sure you can actually loot antique alcohol bottles off of like dead people as well. I mean, when you do like missions and stuff like that, any of the like people in the missions you have to kill and whatnot, those people are actually going to possibly have antique alcohol bottles as well. And for some reason I'm having issues in the game, for some reason. But still, that was pretty much all I had to talk about at the end there. But yeah, because you can also loot those off of like people you kill in like different missions and stuff like that as well, in addition to find them in the world, like at least once every like real life day or whatever. It's gonna make it even easier to get those weekly collection for this week as well. Like, yeah, it's not the most value. Like, there's been some that were like $100 if it's like free coins, for example. But still, it's one of the better, for sure, like, weekly collections, no doubt. As I mentioned, it takes just from one full set instead of a couple of different full sets for the free different items. I've given a lot of good reasons why it's a really good weekly collection, but as I mentioned, you might as well just go to full sets, but obviously it's a nice little bonus for this event week. But anyways, that's going to be it for the stream, as this game, of course, wanted to not work very well for whatever reason. And also, I did release a Nagasaki Ultralight review/guide recently, by the way. Seems not a lot of people caught on to that for some reason compared to some of my other reviews, so that's something interesting I made. And yeah, I don't know why, but I feel I'm kind of in a grinding mood recently for making content, to be honest, so I might start production on my next like vehicle review, which will be the JB700 and JB700 commissioned from the story mode even, and the JB700W. That's probably going to be my next vehicle review and guide I end up doing. And yeah, I'll probably do one of the, like, the Rune, whatever that, like, Rune vehicle was from the Diamond Casino heist. Its name doesn't entirely come to mind for some reason. But I'm sure it's obvious which one I'm talking about. We'll probably do one after the JB700 review. So I'll probably be doing a couple more vehicle reviews and something else probably for GTA after that for content ideas. Yeah, that's finally going to be it for the stream. Hope you enjoyed, and as the game did not want to work well.